Estimated 45 million Americans suffering chronic headaches triggered by sinus problems. Maria's pain was so intense that her work and home life, including time with her son, took a back seat.
There were times when I was so sick on the weekends that even during one of his baseball tournaments, I'd be at the baseball tournament and I'd be sitting there with my head, on a picnic table, just trying to, get through it so I could watch him play. So it's debilitating.
Maria sometimes took several medications at the same time, but the pain continued. When a neighbor recommended acupuncture as a potential therapy for the pain, Maria scheduled an appointment.
My neurologist was trying a lot of different things to help, and then once I tried the acupuncture, she was really supportive and thought that was great. She says it does help a lot of people. It doesn't work for everybody, but it definitely worked for me. So I'm on a very small dosage of a preventative medicine I take every night, and then the combination with that and the acupuncture, it's made a big difference.
A new Duke study seems to confirm Maria's positive experience with the age-old therapy. Duke researchers found that acupuncture is more effective than medication in reducing the severity and frequency of chronic headaches after reviewing the results of 31 studies. Of the studies comparing acupuncture to medication, the researchers found that 62% of the acupuncture patients reported headache relief compared to only 45% of people taking medication. Correct technique is important as well. Sham acupuncture, which was done on parts of the body not associated with the ancient Chinese principles, was less effective than traditional acupuncture.
Acupuncture, the fact that there is very little downside, there's very little side effects, if any, and so certainly I would advise a patient with headache, if the conventional therapy doesn't seem to work, it would be worth trying acupuncture, and typically after 5 or 6 sessions, you should know whether acupuncture would help your headache or not.
Acupuncture therapy is becoming widely available nationwide and is virtually pain-free. A typical course of treatment for chronic headache requires several 30-minute sessions. At the Duke University
Migraines often stop people in their tracks. I'm Suzanne McCarroll. Many of those who suffer are finding some relief with an ancient treatment. I'll tell you how acupuncture is helping get rid of their pain.
It is a remedy as old as the headache itself, and now it's being used to bring relief for migraines.
28 million Americans suffer from migraine headaches, and many of them will tell you medication does not even touch the pain. News 4's Suzanne McCarroll is here now. A lot of people turning to acupuncture.
Interesting, isn't it? They figure if Western medicine has failed them, why not give Eastern practices a try? It can't hurt, and those who have actually tried acupuncture assure us all those little needles really don't hurt. In Chinese medicine, the body's energy is thought to be like a river. When the river flows well, the person is healthy. When there are interruptions in the running water, there are symptoms.
Like for me, it feels like a knife going through my head. It's awful. You can't, if you move, you'll vomit. If it's an awful, awful thing.
At 23 years old, Jasmine has endured almost a decade of migraines. 2 to 3 times a week, they incapacitate her. Before each migraine, Jasmine sees an aura. Her vision blurs. She sees lights and waves. And then the pain hits.
Totally miserable. Can't function, can't have any kind of light, no sound, nothing.
Sherry Waits also suffers from migraines. That's why she's here, having a Chinese acupuncturist put tiny needles into her body.
Does it bother you? Do you feel it?
Nope.
Good.
Not a lick. Until they showed me the needles and told me what they were.
Migraines were interfering with her work, so twice a week Sherry came in and had 7 needles put into various energy centers in her body.
The first point that you see here is to help with pain itself.
Why does that help with pain?
This is a doorway to the head, and by opening this doorway, it relieves pressure in the head.
Sherry says her headaches have decreased significantly. She now comes in once a month for preventive treatments.
Do you feel comfortable?
Jasmine hopes the acupuncture will help her as well.
Kind of a last resort, getting to the point where I'm fed up and just want my life back.
In ancient Chinese medicine, the water-like flow of the body's energy was called qi. Many of those who come in to get acupuncture know little about qi. All they want is for these 20-minute sessions to rid them of their migraine misery.
So I am a happy camper.